Wonder Woman is too wordy.
Why don't you just call her Wonder Woman? I like it.
Hey Mojoholics, welcome to Mojo at the Movies. With me as always is Eric Cohen, our movie reviewer, and he is here to give us 5 takeaways about Professor Marston and the Wonder Women. Not Wonder Woman.
Not Wonder Woman, Wonder Women,
Yeah.
exactly. So this is first takeaway, it's the origin story of Wonder Woman.
Yes.
But it's not a typical origin story.
Yeah.
This, to say the least, Wonder Woman was born of a love story, a polyamorous love story. And this movie tells the story of how this three-way couple got together and how society shunned them and whatnot. It's not, don't go in expecting this to be, how did Wonder Woman get her powers? More like
It's not a guy at a desk like drawing cartoons.
no,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
And I thought it was going to be, you have to manage your expectations because I really thought it was going to be more superhero-y, but it was much more of a period drama with a couple of polyamorous love scenes.
Right. Now, something else that I heard about was that it's a bit kinky.
It is kinky. They don't shy away from the kink in this movie, but it's kind of...
That's not something I expected.
No, but one thing you'll notice as they go through the movie is that you actually realize that in the Wonder Woman comics, there's a lot of bondage and rope play and allusions to
Yeah,
kink.
lasso of truth.
The lasso of truth.
And the bracelets and the...
But no, she was, Wonder Woman was kinky and her creators were kinky. But my only problem with the movie is that every time it got to sexy time, it felt like now it's sexy time, and the lights would go down, and it almost felt a little bit like, fetishizing in the way that 50 Shades of Grey would do.
Ooh.
And,
It's not a comparison you want to make.
And I actually read an interview with Luke Evans who said that to get in the mood, they had to put on mood music, and they put on Marvin Gaye's Let's Get It On, which everybody knows, if you put Marvin Gaye Let's Get It On, that's really going to lead to some hot action. But I found it a little bit strange, a little bit off-putting. I'm glad they went there. I have no problem with kink in movies.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen it well.
No, but I don't know. I mean, when I had first heard about this movie, I was just like, okay, it's about how Wonder Woman came to be. And then, when I heard it was all kinky, I was just like, what do you mean?
But now when you go back and look at Wonder Woman, you understand a lot more. I mean, it is, here's another takeaway. It's a fascinating story that not a lot of people knew about Wonder Woman and, her raison d'être. The only thing is, I think there's a better story that could have been told, because Wonder Woman was used as a propaganda tool during the war to sell war bonds, especially to little girls. That, to me, would have been a more interesting story, or maybe it's just that the execution would have been more interesting to me then, because this really felt like a long, drawn-out love story. Okay,
well, something that could have helped that along was the acting. So I would like to know your take, because I know that, there's a lot of buzz about this movie right now. And people seem to like it, but I know that you're a little...
Rebecca Hall is getting great praise for her turn as the wife of Professor Marston. And so the idea, just to give the background, Professor Marston is married. He and his wife are professors, and they get a teaching assistant, and the three of them fall in love, and that's the love triangle, or the love, the three-way love story, and they all live together and have kids. So Rebecca Hall has been praised for her performance. I thought it was overwrought. I thought she overdoes it, and strangely enough, she's British. In the movie, she has a British accent, and I kept thinking that the accent seems to be going in and out a little bit. So I may be going against the grain here, but I thought that I wasn't so impressed with her. Luke Evans, though, I thought was great. He's a very consistent actor. And now I actually just read that he's going to be considered for the Fast and the Furious spin-off that's happening, and a new Luc Besson movie with Helen Mirren. So he's on his way.
Something else that you were mentioning to me about the movie was that there were a few things that you thought they would cover, but they didn't, but they kind of...
They glossed over a lot of stuff. I mean, the passage of time, all of a sudden 20 years has passed, and they have like a bunch of kids, and none of them have aged. I mean, the woman who plays their intern who becomes their lover, Bella Heathcote, I think is her name, she looks like a young Heather Graham at the beginning of the movie, and she still looks like a young Heather Graham at the end of the movie. Plus, they have kids, and you only see the kids, from time to time in the movie. They never develop anything with the kids. And I think if you're living in that era and you're the child of a three-way marriage, you know, you're gonna be facing all kinds of issues, just like the parents were
That's
facing.
almost a whole other movie in itself.
It could have been a whole other movie, and they just glossed over all of that. So, you know, on the whole, I think it's a fascinating story. I think it deserves to be told. I'm not sure that they were the right people to tell.
I actually have one more question. The only other thing I know about this movie is that Professor Marston also invented the lie detector test.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's something that's not so well known, that the inventor of Wonder Woman also invented the polygraph machine. And that kind of comes into play because, you know, her lasso, it's the truth-telling
Right.
lasso. And so that's, you know, a way that their research kind of worked their way into her character. And she, I'll never really look at Wonder Woman the same way after watching this movie.
Really?
So, you know, at least there's that.
All right. Thank you very much, Eric. And thank you guys for watching. See you next time on Mojo at the Movies.
What would happen if Wonder Woman's secret identity was revealed?
Everything would be lost.
I wonder if you were the one with the secret identity.
Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.